What's up, everybody, man? Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla Kong Supernova news and updates. In today's video, we've got some figures, the first official merchandise for Supernova, an upcoming MonsterVerse game, which is pretty interesting, and details on Godzilla and Kong's next adventure and why they'll be teaming up this time. Let's talk about it. Starting out with some artwork like always, we've got this first set. This first set was actually posted on Twitter by Bagoon. I'll be honest, I don't know the artists for this. They just posted a collection of Godzilla artwork that they really liked. Please help me identify the artists. If you guys can help identify the artists, comment them down below. I'll add them to the description to give them credit. This first one shows off evolved Godzilla doing this sick roar. He looks awesome. Obviously, he's got that energized state going on. This one looks really cool. I think the artwork turned out really nice on it. This next one is my favorite of the badge, and it's this wonderfully hand-drawn picture of Kong running into battle with Titanus Dog. I love it. I love when people meme the big GXK run. I think it's a lot of fun. This is just phenomenal artwork, and I love that they decided to use their skill for Doug. That's so funny. This next one is a little meme of Kong and Godzilla going to war with each other. This one's very fun and cool. And then the final one is a little one of Zuko riding Doug. Zuko. Zuko looks like such a dork. I love it. Orochi Zero did this Burning Godzilla Evolved piece, which I just think is fantastic. I love it. I love the vibe of it. It's so menacing. And also, having like an orange Godzilla could be pretty neat. Orange would be a cool way to merge between the pink and the red. I would be all for that. It looks really cool. Like a Halloween themed Godzilla. That'd be sick, dude. And yeah, a lot of people think Godzilla is going to reach a new energized state in the new movie. Many people think he's going to be infected with cosmic radiation. That very well could be a plot line in the new film. I've even theorized about that in the past. This one obviously represents that, and I think it does a really cool job. This one is amazing. This is Tom Dodd Arts' SpaceGodzilla vs. Godzilla Evolved. Looking incredible as always. Tom's killing it. Poor Godzilla's getting his head absolutely smushed down there. This reminds me a little bit of that Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla fight from GVK. And his SpaceGodzilla design is fantastic. It really does capture the vibe of the legendary Godzilla perfectly, while also incorporating those SpaceGodzilla details. The SpaceGodzilla coloration, the SpaceGodzilla knees, which look awesome. Those wonderful crystal shoulders, and I really like the tail. This is one of my favorite art pieces to come out of fans from GXK Supernova. I think it's sick. Zodiac noticed something quite interesting. So for a minute there, a lot of us were pointing out how Godzilla continues to evolve in the MonsterVerse, and with each evolution, he actually becomes a little bit more like Mechagodzilla. You know, especially Godzilla Evolved grows the longer arms. He has a bit more of Mechagodzilla 2021's proportioning. Zodiac actually notices something that I think is really cool, and that's that the more Godzilla evolves, the more he looks like SpaceGodzilla. Also, shout out to Lewis for this artwork. It is wonderful, legendary SpaceGodzilla artwork right there. That one is a sick SpaceGodzilla redesign. But I totally see it. Godzilla's spines are growing longer. Obviously, the color change to pink incorporates those SpaceGodzilla colors. The tail adding the Thagomizers pulls in that SpaceGodzilla type vibe. Godzilla even has a bit more of a crystal-y feel with his spines. Not only that, but he also has those elbow spikes, which are made of basically those crystals. I totally get it. The more Godzilla evolves, the more he looks like SpaceGodzilla. And while I don't know if that was intentional, I could see it being a parallel. Like maybe if Adam Wingard had it in the back of his head that he wanted to use SpaceGodzilla for a third GXK team-up movie, it's possible that he evolved Godzilla to get him to a state where you could really see the parallel between Godzilla and SpaceGodzilla. That'd be really interesting. I'd be all for that. Legendary officially did it. So back in the day, there was the Monarch Sciences mugs from Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Legendary eventually put them on the Legendary shop for you to buy. Well, people got very excited over the Keep Kong and Carry On mug in the GXK Supernova teaser, and so Legendary went ahead and made it a thing. It's on the Legendary shop right now. You can get the mug now. The only difference is that this one has the legendary Godzilla trademarks down at the bottom. This is also where we got that additional bonus picture revealing the set for the Supernova teaser. Obviously, I did break that down in my All Things I Missed teaser breakdown where we talked about Godzilla Jr. as well. You can go check that out on the channel now. The description for this mug is that it's straight from the offices of Monarch. There is an 11 or 15 ounce version, and they run from $17 to $19 respectively. As for figures, there's not a ton, but Haya has officially mass produced Godzilla Evolved and shipped him out out after many delays. I ordered that thing back in 2023 and I never got it. Where is it? Where's mine? I ordered it, they canceled my order, and I ordered it again and I still don't have it. Everybody keeps telling me Hiya is amazing, but as far as I'm concerned, Hiya is a company that has screwed me out of a Godzilla Evolved and a Shimo. I've ordered both and gotten neither. Cool, I guess, that they're finally releasing it. This one is fantastic. This looks great. The new X Plus Toho Large Monster Series Kong 2024 Beast Glove version was revealed. This $167 figure is so cool. They've added so many great details. I really like those like scratchy colorations on Kong's face. I honestly don't know what that's about, but Kong in the New Empire has these like little speckles of light brownish red throughout his face, and they've done a really good job sculpting that onto the figure, as well as the scar going up Kong's back from where he got hit with the atomic breath. The Godzilla scratches look really good, and the Beast Glove looks fantastic. That face also looks amazing. The Rick version comes with an alternate head that has the metallic tooth, so it's pretty sweet. It is 28 centimeters tall and runs you $167. A new MonsterVerse board game has been announced. There's a Kickstarter for it right now. You can go check the Kickstarter campaign out, link in the description below. The game is called Battle Monsters. It is a board game. It is from Restoration Games, and it is a strategy PvP game. You face off against someone else during this. In this game, you take turns with titans and troops in a big face-off. For the most part, it seems like the Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah set is the main set, and in it, Godzilla is supported by Monarch, while Ghidorah is supported by mercenaries. There's also a Kong vs. Mechagodzilla set. Interesting that Kong's got the Beast Glove for that. Where Kong is supported by Skull Island creatures and Mechagodzilla is supported by Apex troops, and also I guess Kong also has some Hollow Earth creatures supporting him as well. And then there is a Mothra expansion. She's a hero. I don't know who she's supported by, but she's a hero character. First of all, just continued proof of what I keep saying. Legendary has continued use of the IPs for Rodan, King Ghidorah, and Mothra. They're gonna keep using them when they want, and so I do expect to see Mothra back for the next movie. In this game, there are character cards and power cards. This is a strategy game where you battle to the death. You're trying to beat the other player, and you take turns, you rank up, you power up your monster. You can flip monster power up cards where you can see what abilities you can use, and then you can play them strategically. Unfortunately, this game does run you $125 minimum, so that's not even collecting all of them. That's just for one expansion. So it is outside of my price range, and because of that, I won't be playing it personally, but I do think it's neat. I like all the little player pieces. I think it's cool. I love to see Ghidorah back. I love to see Mothra back. I think there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. Oh, and also Mechagodzilla. Sorry, I always forget Mechagodzilla. They have continued use of the Mechagodzilla IP as well. Pretty cool, and I'm happy for those of you who love board games out there that you guys get that. I'd play it if I could afford it, but I can't afford it, so rest in peace. Chibi Godzilla parodied Godzilla Sleeping in Rome. Not too much to say. I love Chibi Godzilla. I think it's an incredibly fun show. It is back now, and in order to parody the New Empire, they've got Godzilla sleeping in the Roman Colosseum, which is very cute. An early look at Godzilla Evolved and Godzilla Kong Titan Chasers was revealed with this little Godzilla walk cycle. I know some people were a little annoyed that Godzilla walks like a man in this, but hey, he does walk like a guy in a suit, for better and for worse. Either way, cool to see Godzilla Evolved heading to Titan Chasers. Godzilla is reportedly returning to Fortnite soon. I don't know how they got the rights to Godzilla back, but that is so awesome. Godzilla in Fortnite, obviously if you've seen my videos, you know I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. He is coming back in a creative map, which I don't really know what that means other than that it's not going to be nearly as fun as it was when we got to play as Godzilla in the Battle Royale. That was the sickest thing ever. I really do miss that. Godzilla Kong: The New Empire leaves Netflix on June 14th. Actually, wait a minute, just a couple days ago it left Netflix on June 14th. It's on this stupid rotation where sometimes it'll be on Netflix, sometimes it'll be on Max, and I guess it's just so that Warner Bros. Can get money from licensing it. Legendary did this big panel at I don't know where, this big convention thing, and at it they announced their upcoming lineup features Dune 3, Godzilla Kong Supernova, Street Fighter, and Gundam. Not too much to say other than that at one point, I believe the Gundam movie was supposed to have Jordan Vogt Roberts of Kong Skull Island involved, although I don't think he's still involved with it in a major capacity. A Godzilla Kong ride was announced. That's right, a Godzilla Kong ride featuring the MonsterVerse Godzilla and Kong. I actually really like the poster. It's kind of a redo version of the New Empire poster. It looks a little better than the New Empire poster, or at least the wallpaper version of it does. The poster version is pretty cheap. This is at Lot World Adventures in Seoul, South Korea. I think it's funny. It does look a lot like the New Empire poster, but with this little castle in front. The Kong model actually looks great. We never really got to get a good look at it because it was always obscured in that silhouette form. It looks really really good. And I do like that font a lot. That Godzilla Kong The Ride font looks pretty awesome. This ride is coming in December, once again, to Lot World Adventure in Seoul, South Korea. I don't know why every other country gets these cool collaboration rides and stuff but America, but they continue to do it. This is coming to us from Legendary and Toho, who of course has to be involved for Godzilla, and it is described as a massive new multimedia dark ride. I don't know what a dark ride is, other than I'm assuming it's one of those ones you sit in a chair, then you're looking at like a screen that's projected probably anywhere from 180 to 360 degrees around you, and then your chair throws you around and you're watching the thing like Godzilla the Ride from Toho was. We actually have a plot description for it, and it's something new. It says, see Kong team up with Godzilla to protect his kingdom. It offers a full sensory experience. I think that gives us an indication that's not where we're heading in the next movie. I don't think the next threat's going to be a major active threat to Kong's kingdom where they're going to have to team up to defend his kingdom and his people. That's being covered by this ride, I would assume, not to tie into the next film, but because the next film is going in a different direction, obviously with the Supernova space theming. Seems like this ride's going to be playing more into the New Empire side of things, building on the Hollow Earth and Kong's new ape kingdom. But it is pretty cool that it picks up where the last movie left off. I think that's awesome. I love the King Kong ride at Universal. I think it's so fun. This sounds epic. Obviously, I haven't been on the real one, but I've watched Godzilla the Ride from Takashi Yamazaki, and it's fantastic. So this sounds pretty awesome. Daichan celebrated that this means both Legendary Godzilla and Toho's Godzilla will have new rides opening up within 1 month of each other. Just like how Godzilla -1 and the New Empire were like tied to one another where those movies came out so closely, that has not broken yet. Godzilla -1 is still tied super closely to the Godzilla x Kong brand, as there is a new Godzilla ride with Godzilla -1 in it coming out soon as well. I'll go more into details in the news and updates very soon. And to end off here, I ran some polls on the channel recently to see what you guys were thinking. I asked what you guys thought Sam Neill's role in Godzilla Kong Supernova was going to be, and not to my surprise, 74% of the results said a Monarch scientist. Most definitely that's influenced by his role in Jurassic, although I will say I was surprised to see the next highest answer said that they felt he might be a villain. As for my poll on how you guys felt about confirmation that Kong knocked Godzilla out during the battle in Egypt, I definitely worded the poll in a way that probably swayed some of the votes, but 48% of you guys said you love it and you thought it was a lot of fun and that Kong deserved that little moment. Well, 12% of you guys admitted to being quite salty. I'll say more than 12% of the comments on both that video and that poll were pretty salty. That was a pretty salty comment section. Last thing I'll mention is that 89% of you guys who voted that you think there will be more Toho monsters in Godzilla Kong Supernova beyond just Godzilla himself, while just 11% of you guys feel that it'll just be Godzilla, Kong, and a whole bunch of new monsters. Alrighty, thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. It is through the support of the patrons on Patreon that I'm able to continue to make videos like this for you. If you want to support the Patreon, you can use the link in the description below where you can get early access to content, access to the Discord community, and more. If that's not your thing, please consider joining as a channel member. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time for the next one. D-Man out.